Guys, we're on day 7 of posting on YouTube for 30 days, and I wanted to come on because I didn't record the past 2 days. And so, if you guys have watched my previous videos, starting off this week with just starting to post and just getting into the habit or into the routine of recording myself and being able to talk to you guys. So if you have followed me and if you're new to my page, thank you so much. My name is Belle. And again, if you're here for content on starting a YouTube channel, starting a content creator career, or even a journey, because I know this may just be something fun for a lot of you, just like me. A little brief background to give you guys about myself, because obviously you still don't know me, but I started on TikTok about a year ago. We are now on the 1 year marker of content creating, and honestly, I was just saying this to my other followers and people on TikTok, was that staying consistent with one thing, especially nowadays when we're just constantly stimulated, constantly like feeding our minds with different things, like to be able to stick to one thing for 1 year is a huge accomplishment. So if you're just starting to do even just 30 days, that is already a huge thing too. But again, if you are wanting to try to start something new, you do work like a 9 to 5. If you have a really busy schedule, it's really important to schedule and organize your day, especially when content creating. So this is what I did this past weekend was I actually spent a lot of the time batch filming, creating hooks and creating different like prepped content. You don't have to like fully edit these videos yet, but I think when you have like at least like 6 to 10 videos, you can easily schedule them to go out and not even have to worry. What I start posting is those 3 pillars, or at least those 3 values that you can lead your content with. And I think it's really important of being able to provide unselfish content. That is like the most number one thing. And sometimes it's hard because you want to talk about your own experience, but you just need to flip the conversation, and that way people can relate to it and they can repost and then also come back to your videos. In the first 3 seconds of your content, it should automatically share one of 3 things. It's either going to be a comedic thing, make people laugh, you make them have a feeling. Number 2 is that maybe you make it relatable, something where somebody's able to connect with you. The last one is that it's something you teach. And I think a lot of the content here on YouTube is definitely, it seems like a lot of it is teaching. And yes, once you kind of build your rapport with people, then, I feel like you can start to do the other two. But again, it's always good to just mix the content. The rule is of like 80/20 is 80% you want to bring value to the table. You either teach, entertain, or you feel seen. Like those are the top 3 things. And that's what I'm recently starting to focus on. So let's talk about number 1, where you are going to be teaching people something. So whether you have a niche or you're still trying to figure out your niche, I think it's important to first find out, like, what are you going to be teaching people? Why are they going to come back? Why are they going to watch your video for 10 minutes? So I think understanding that should be number 1. And by figuring that out, I think it'll also direct you into what you want to post. Because if you are like knowledgeable about something and you could talk about it for days, that's probably going to be your niche or your specific talking like area that you should, try to continue posting about. Because why would you post about something that you completely don't know nothing about and you're not passionate about, right? And so, number 2, we want to talk about the entertainment and the light moments, because as we know, we all love entertainment. We all like being entertained. We all like being able to get away from the day to day with something funny. Everybody wants to be like into the whole emotional content all the time, right? So it's good to kind of balance that out with something funny and light. And then number 3, which is the most important one I think here on YouTube so far, is the teaching moments. So as you know, like in this video, I'm teaching you guys what are the 3 things that you can lead your content with. Also, being able to post for 30 days is huge, super relatable, especially for somebody coming from TikTok or coming from another platform, or maybe just getting into social media. That is something I would want to watch as well. So it's important to direct or lead your content with something that's shareable, because it'll make people more intrigued, and it will also bring some value to the table, right? Because why am I going to spend 5 minutes just listening to somebody talk if it doesn't bring any value to me, or if it doesn't feel intentionable or relatable? So, again, this post really was to talk about those three things so far, because now that I've kind of came across that video, like I said, and I think it's interesting because I feel like the content that needs to find you finds you when it like at the right time. So thank you so much for watching if you've watched this far. And shout out to all the content creators providing this information to myself, because we're just constantly learning. We're constantly learning here, and you will learn too as you kind of go and figure out what you want to post. Because today was kind of hard for me to talk, really, because I feel like my brain is just everywhere. So, you know what? If you need to organize your thoughts into like your laptop, into some notes while you're talking, you can start to do that as well. And as you go, it'll feel more natural. So take it from me, or not take it from me, but wish you luck and join me again on this journey as we continue to get through these 30 days together. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe, like, and I love to hear any of your feedback on how to grow, or if you're wanting to grow here on YouTube or social media, I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you for following. Bye.